The Swiss Riviera is located at a point where the Paris-Milan and Frankfurt-Barcelona highways intersect. 1 hour from the Geneva airport, 2 hours from the Zurich airport, and 4 hours from Paris by TGV. The title of Pearl of the Swiss Riviera was given to the Vevey-Montreux region by the tourists themselves to indicate a 15-kilometer stretch along the shores of Lake Geneva. Discover the secrets of the region by following in the footsteps of painters, musicians, singers, writers, and famous personalities like Charlie Chaplin. In fact, many artists have drawn inspiration from the beauty of these landscapes. Lutry's bouquet at first presents an earthy note, a reminder of underbrush that blends harmoniously with fruit and flower aromas, which remind one in turn of rose flowers and grapefruit. The final good bitter taste gives its contribution to the balance of these Lutry wines. With its fine and elegant bouquet, Villette uncovers the essence of the aroma of berries. These wines are characterized by a combination of perfumes that remind one of wild strawberries, blueberries and blackberries, or perhaps raspberries. Very feminine, these wines are alcoholic, harmonious and agreeable. The young wines from Épaisse have a nice bouquet, capable of forming after just a few months in the bottle. At that point, they have fruity and spicy aromas reminiscent of pineapple and truffles, with just a hint of pepper. Their full body confirms the strong personality of these wines, whose parting touch at wine tastings is a strongly bitter yet pleasant taste. Saint-Saphorin's wines are always bold yet delicate. The bouquet develops fruited aromas of cherries, underlain by a blend of subtle perfumes that remind one of a fresh aquavit. It is an alcoholic, well-balanced and harmonious wine. It is strong and inebriating. It has a bitter-sweet aftertaste. The bouquet of Chardonnay wines is well structured, a balanced combination of fruit and herbal aromas. Their perfume reminds one of pears and blackberry leaves. Ample and generous, they have a full body and distinct sweetish taste. The Vevey-Montreux wines offer a delicate blend of fruit and herbal aromas. Their perfume reminds one of citronella with a pinch of mint leaf. Full-bodied and hearty, their natural gas content gives them an agreeable and fresh character. Several winemaking families who have been prominent in the history of the Vaud region live in the heart of Lavaux. You often hear talk about the Seigneur of Lavaux without actually knowing whether this refers to the men or their wines. Winemaking, more a calling than a profession, at least for those who live on the vineyards they cultivate. From the old town of La Tour de Paix to Mont Pèlerin with its Poinciel TV tower, a singular technological curiosity surrounded by nature, here is Vevey and its region. You'll discover villages with picturesque lanes where the temptation to linger is irresistible, and paths through terraced vineyards that wind gradually down to the lake, passing through subtle changes of coloration. The winemakers receive visitors in their cellars in order to enjoy a taste of the finest local wines. Among the numerous towers in Rodano, the tourist in a hurry can easily overlook La Tour de Paix. Its true character, enriched by its past history, is proudly proclaimed by its motto, "God is my tower and my fortress." Finished towards the middle of the 13th century, the castle of La Tour de Paix, owned by the township and registered as an historical landmark, surprises the visitor with the beauty of its ancient moats and the harmonious symmetry of its surroundings. The tourist office will assist you in planning your stay and furnish you with a list of events and shows. During the months of July and August, the Saturday morning markets add a splash of color to Vevey's main square. A final unique touch for visitors is the vineyard train. This trip includes 7 different means of transport and offers a pleasant way to discover all the secrets of Vaudoise hills, leaving from Vevey and arriving at the scenic lift of Mont Pèlerin. If you are a city lover, however, you can stroll along its stony streets or visit one of the many museums and art galleries. If you're a wine lover, the area's winemakers welcome many visitors to their cellars. Don't hesitate to stop by. According to the time available and your inclination, you can delve into the area's natural beauty. Blonay can be reached via tourist train, for example. At 700 meters in altitude, its residents are protected by the 12th century castle. Higher still, at 1,400 meters, near the top of the Pléiade, you can choose according to the season from hang gliding, skiing or hiking. Finally, there is the impressive Vevey Mont Pèlerin cable car, from which you can have a panoramic view of the entire Vevey region. Whether you prefer contemplation or pursue sports or cultural pastimes, we wish you a pleasant stay in the Vevey region and look forward to seeing you again soon. Framed by the 2 fortresses of Chillon Castle to the east and Châtelat to the west, Montreux displays all its appeal. The tourist office will guide you, pamphlet in hand, along Hemingway's footsteps. In fact, Montreux and its region, though a vacation spot for many years, was once a way station for travellers, but also a refuge for famous figures. Even today, actually, a simple walk through town may lead to a glimpse of famous artists, authors, composers, musicians, or politicians. If you like hiking, you cannot overlook the renowned Narcissus Path, named for the region's characteristic flower. This route will take you to the summit of Saint-Loup Hill by a charming cable car lift. From there, a hike of about an hour and a half through woods and meadows takes you to Coubly, from which you can enjoy a beautiful view. Another path, winding through fields of wild flowers, leads back to Les Avants. Along the same lines, though a bit longer, is the High Path, the Haute Route of the Riviera, a scenic and sun-drenched route that connects the impressive Dent de Jamant with the twin peaks of the Pléiades. Over Jamant Hill runs an ancient mule track that links Gruyère, Pays d'Ono and Lake Geneva. The meadows are well known, thanks to the high-altitude restaurants there. The Montreux region is also a place of contrasts. Les Avants, for example, at 1,000 meters above sea level, has always been known as a winter sports center, mainly bobsledding and sledging. Thanks to the comfortable trains, from Montreux one can reach the Rocher de Nez in 50 minutes. In the summer, a steam-driven train recaptures the excitement and nostalgia of old-time railway travel. Puffing through woods and rocky outcrops, the train reaches Jamant and the Rocher de Nez at an altitude of 2,045 meters. From this vantage point, the panorama is unparalleled. In winter, Caux, Jamant and Rocher de Nez attract large numbers of skiers, who find exceptional cover and fine snow for their favorite sport, even well into the season. The new panoramic restaurant, Plein Roc, built into the rock itself, is on the same level as the station and can be reached by way of a 220-meter tunnel. It is perched above the immense mirror of Lake Geneva. When you choose Montreux, you have the certainty of having chosen a city that is lively all year round, where people still talk to strangers, where a business trip can be effortlessly coupled with pleasant diversions. We look forward to welcoming you and hope to see you soon.